everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming kind of a mini first impression slash trying out new products type of video, and it will be including a tutorial on this look here, which I am absolutely in love with, and it is featuring none other than the new Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. It's not your typical nude palette, but I really do love it. It helps you kind of get out of your comfort zone and try out some new color combinations that you probably wouldn't have thought of before. And I'm also going to be featuring a few other new products that I just recently picked up and just kind of doing a mini review slash demo on those products. So if you guys want to learn how to recreate this look, and if you guys want to know my thoughts on a few new products that I'm trying out, then continue watching. So just to save a little bit of time so I'm not here forever, I already have one eye already done. I just recently received this one and I really love it. I think it's very pigmented. He did an amazing job picking out the colors. This is what it looks like in the inside. And I also kind of was curious because when I first saw this, I felt like it kind of looked like something that I've seen before. And I think it's pretty similar to the Viseart Dark Mattes palette. So that's them side by side. So I would definitely say that there are some similarities between both of the palettes, but this one obviously has a few shimmers in it, while this one is totally matte. And I also think that these are a little bit more vibrant. But overall, between both of the palettes, I think only 2 colors were pretty much dupes, while the other 8 colors in this palette could not be duped with this palette. If you do have this palette, I would still definitely say to pick this one up, try it out if you like these colors. I think that they're really pretty. Definitely not your typical neutral palette, but if you guys know Jeffree Star, you guys know that he is vibrant with his makeup looks. 99% of the time he has some dramatic, colorful, or just crazy glittery cut crease. I've never ever seen him wear something soft or subtle. Well, I definitely think this definitely portrays his personality, but at the same time, I think that this palette has colors that everyone will enjoy. I know a lot of people don't really like the blues, but you can always use them as a pop of color on the lower lash line. But definitely just by looking at this palette alone, I can come up with so many different looks, and I like it because it helps me personally to come out of my own comfort zone and not always stick to the same browns and warms and taupes and all that other stuff. I've already done my eyebrows and I have my eyes primed. I used my Urban Decay anti-aging primer potion as usual, and then I also used a little bit of MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot right on top of that, just so I could intensify the bright colors that we're going to use. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Safe Word. On camera, it's pulling up more of a grayish taupe, but in person, it's more of a pale mauve. So I'm taking my Morphe M533 brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that color and apply that into my crease. And next I'm taking this Jessup Kabuki brush and I'm going to take the color Charm, so it's that bright orange color right there. Then I'm just going to blend those 2 colors together with my Morphe M441 brush. So next I'm going to kind of create a cut crease, but it's not as dramatic. So I'm going to take the color Fetish, which I think it's definitely one of my favorite colors in this palette. It has a little bit of shimmer, so I like it because it's not too shimmery, so you can definitely use it in the crease and it won't look muddy. So I'm taking that on an e.l.f. straight eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and start creating that crease shape. And I use very light pressure when I'm doing this, so that way I have more control. For this, you want to bring it all the way out to the outer corner of the eye, but you don't want to flick it out and create that little wing shape like you would with a typical cut crease. So we're kind of making like a half moon shape. And a good way to figure out where to put that crease is you kind of press the brush in, and wherever it's dipping into, that's where you want to put that crease shape. So I'm just blending out the edges. Next, I'm taking my MAC 217 brush in the Charm color one more time, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. So next I'm going to use the shade Dominatrix which is this dark matte shade with a little bit of a red undertone, and I'm taking that on an e.l.f. concealer brush, and then I'm just gonna go over where we applied that crease shade and using very light hand with this. And this is just to deepen up the crease. Then I'm going to take this really tiny little brush that I got from a brush set off Wish, and I'm just going to use that to blend out. I like this brush because it's so tiny, so you can really get into the crease and blend everything out. And then I'm going to go back into the 217 brush one more time, and I just grabbed a little bit more of that charm color, which was the orange. Next I'm going to take the shades Poison and Swallow. So they look very similar. This one's just more of a royal blue, while this is more of a teal blue. So I'm just mixing both of them together. So I'm taking that on a Morphe M506 brush, which is this little tiny pointed tapered brush, and I'm just going to create that outer V shape. So I'm just gonna blend out the edges one more time. So next I'm going to take some of my concealer. So this is the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. And I'm going to take that on a Wet n Wild concealer brush. And I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of it. And I'm going to use this to carve out the inner half of my lid. And I stop that right about the halfway point of my eyelid. So then I'm going to go back in and just re-intensify the outer V with the M506 brush. So next I'm going to go in with my Morphe M224 brush, and I'm going to go into this olive green color called Military, and then I'm just going to apply that on the middle half of my eye. Then I'm going to go into the shade Frosting back in with that same brush and just apply that on the inner third that I left blank. Then I'm going to go in with this little tiny concealer brush just to blend those two colors in. So what I do is I just take that and just use light strokes and slightly wisp the two colors in together. So then I'm just going to apply a little bit of a nude tone eyeshadow to my brow bone area using the Sonia Kashuk angled brush. And then I'm just going to apply some liquid eyeliner. I do have a more in-depth liquid eyeliner tutorial if you guys are interested in watching that. I will link it down below for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so next I'm going to try out this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Coconut Water Primer Stick. So I got this at Walmart. I think it was like $8. And I want to see if it does what it claims to do. On the box it says that it minimizes pores, soothes redness, and hydrates skin. We'll see how good of a job it does. Since I do love the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer, I wanted to see how similar it was to it. The directions say to glide it directly onto the face and then blend before makeup application. So to blend it out, I'm going to also be trying out the Silly Sponge. So it's that Silly Blender sponge thing that everybody has been raving about, has been making videos about. And I at first was going to buy it when it first launched, which was the more like weird shaped one. But I heard a lot of people didn't really like it because of the shape of it. I got it off of Wish. So since it is more of a teardrop shape, I figured that it probably would be a little bit better and a little easier to use. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this directly onto my skin. So it's definitely very cooling. So next I'm going to take my Smashbox color correcting stick, and this is the Look Less Tired dark one. Alrighty, so now that I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. The more rounded off side is good for like kind of smearing the product, and then the flat side is good for blending it. So next I'm going to take my Maybelline Better Skin concealer. And I always apply a little bit underneath my eyeliner just to really sharpen it up. It's in my inner corner and around my nose. And let's see how well this blends this out, because I know this is the area where people have had a few complaints about this product. So next I'm going to use my Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I'm in the shade 332 Golden Caramel. So for some reason I feel like it's applying better on this side than on this side, but it might just be me. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, do my contour and blush, and then I'll be right back to show you the other products that I have recently discovered. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to highlighters. So I also wanted to try out some of Jeffree Star's Skin Frost. I know I'm really late to the party, so I got King Tut and Peach Goddess, and I'm actually going to use both of them today and mix them together. So first I'm going to take some of King Tut, and I'm going to take that on this setting brush from Real Techniques. Wow, this glow is out of this world. Now just take a little bit of that and put it on the tip of my nose. Then I'm going to go into the shade Peach Goddess and apply that right on top. Ooh, I like how that looks. So then I just take my blush and just blend everything together. That way there's not a harsh stripe on my face. I definitely like the size of the compact, and I love the Skin Frost. They are so freaking pigmented. So next I'm gonna go ahead and try out this Kiss Drip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. So I usually use the Revlon Precision Clear, but I am basically out of it. There's not much in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and try out something new. And I'm just gonna take my Kiss number 11 lashes and I'm gonna apply those. So I always put a thin strip. And then I'm just going to take Kiss Eyelash Applicator. Alright, so far so good. I really like this. It's really thin, so I feel like you have a little bit more control as to how much product you're putting on there. It dries pretty quick too. So yeah, I definitely think I like this glue a little bit better than the Revlon glue, just because it is a little bit easier to use and it dries really quick. Finally, for the product that I'm going to be testing out, so I'm going to be using my NYX Brown Lip Liner. So the product that I'm going to be trying out is the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Leo. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that right on top. This is my first time trying out this product. So I really do like it. I think with just one swipe alone, I got enough. The formula of it kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick, but I do think that the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks do remind me a whole lot of the Wet n Wild lipstick, and I think they even have the same exact applicator, but the Jeffree Star one just feels a little like it hugs the lips a little bit more. But I am totally in love with this color. I definitely see myself wearing this color on a day-to-day basis. It's kind of like that orangey nude color, and as long as I line it with a good lip liner, I think that it really goes with any look, and I really like how it pairs up with this look as well. So yeah, those are some new products that I just recently picked up and some of my thoughts on them. So if you guys do recreate this look, please don't forget to tag me on my social media. Everything is linked down below, so you can definitely check out my social media, my Facebook, Instagram, and I think my Twitter is on there as well. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions on what you guys would like to see next, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. I definitely would love to know what you guys would be interested in watching. That way I am making content that you guys would like to see. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit the red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I would definitely appreciate if you guys did. And until my next video, I will see you guys then.